Have you ever felt like America is standing on a cliff's edge, peering into the abyss? You're not alone, and you're not wrong. But what if I told you this isn't the first time we've faced chaos this deep? That our ancestors, just like us, once wondered if the American experiment was about to end. And they found a way through it. Today, let's walk through the last time America truly stared into the abyss and what it took to come back. There's a heaviness in the air right now. Every day, the headlines scream about democracy on the brink and distrust in institutions, violence and division tearing us apart. It feels like something fundamental is breaking, and maybe it is. But history tells us something vital. We've been here before. Let's rewind to another moment that felt just as hopeless, just as dangerous. The spring of 1861. Imagine it's April 1861. Abraham Lincoln, just sworn in, watches as state after state secedes from the Union. Friends become enemies overnight, and families are divided. Newspapers warn that the very idea of America, a united nation, is dissolving in real time. In those first days, nobody knew how it would end. Would the Union survive, or was the American experiment, less than a century old, already doomed? One senator said, "The house is on fire, and all the buckets are full of gasoline." The fear was real. The uncertainty was suffocating. There were no guarantees. This is the part of history we forget. People living through crisis don't have the benefit of hindsight. They hear rumors of invasion, they see neighbors disappear, they fear for their children's future. They have no idea if tomorrow brings peace or war or the total unraveling of everything they know. And yet, in that moment, there are always two kinds of people. Those who give up, and those who decide, against every rational fear, to stand and fight for what comes next. The story of America in 1861 isn't just a story of leaders. It's a story of everyday choices, of towns rallying to protect each other, of abolitionists demanding a higher standard even when compromise was easier, of families who lost everything and still believed in tomorrow. Abraham Lincoln himself wrestled with despair, writing, "If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher." A dark line. But the American people, North and South, forced a reckoning with the nation's founding ideas. Through blood, through heartbreak, through years of devastation, the country didn't just survive, it changed. Slavery ended. The idea of a more perfect union took on new meaning. America was battered, traumatized, but somehow reborn. If you zoom out, you see a pattern, a cycle, that roughly every 80 to 100 years, America faces a generational crisis. Revolution in the 1770s, Civil War in the 1860s, Great Depression and World War II in the 1930s and 40s. And now, us. Each time, the same question hangs in the air. Will the American project survive? And each time something remarkable happens. Not because it's inevitable, but because people choose to step up, to change, to risk something for the common good. But each abyss also comes with real danger. Nations don't always survive their crises. Some are broken forever. America's survival isn't preordained. It's a choice, renewed in every generation. And now, in 2025, we're staring into our own abyss. Our headlines are different, but the underlying fears feel eerily similar. Can we hold the center, or will division tear us apart? Is our democracy strong enough, or will strongmen and cynics win the day? Do we believe in we the people? Or is it every person for themselves? There is no easy answer. There never is. But history gives us clues. Crises reveal who we really are. They burn away illusion. They force us to decide, are we still willing to fight for each other, or is it every person for themselves? The lesson, if we're willing to hear it, is that America survives its worst moments, not because of blind faith, but because of stubborn hope. Because ordinary people decide over and over to choose unity over despair. Not everyone chooses that path. There were voices in every era who wanted to give up, to tear it all down, to go it alone. But every time America rebuilt, it was because enough people refused to let go of the idea that we could be better. Maybe it's time to reclaim that spirit. So here's the question. When you look into the abyss, what do you see? Fear, rage, hopelessness, or the possibility, no matter how distant, that out of chaos, something new and good might be born? History tells us that abyss moments are never the end, unless we let them be. We're not the first Americans to feel this lost, this anxious, this close to collapse. But we could be the generation that finds a way through if we choose to stand together. If this story resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please drop a comment below. When did you first feel like America was in crisis? And please share this with a friend who could use a little hope from history. If you want more honest, grounded conversations about the past and what it can teach us now, hit subscribe and consider joining the community on Patreon. There's over 20 pieces of exclusive content up there right now. I don't post it anywhere else, and there is no paywall. And I do my best to dig even deeper into the turning points that shape our world there. So thanks for walking through history with me. Stay curious, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next one.